I am hot and heavy on these mini apps, and today I want to show you this PDF generator that you can see in front of you and tell you the story of how this came about and how easy it was. No coding on my part. Now, I'm a programmer, but I decided I'm not going to do any of the programming, and I got ChatGPT to do this, and I'm going to show that to you, and I'm going to show you how this thing works. But let me just get to one point first. There's a lot of vibe coding coolness going out there, and people are using platforms like Lovable and getting databases with Supabase, and there's Vercel, and there's Cursor, and a bunch of others. But you know what? They all cost money. I'm going to show you how I did this basically for free. But back to that money. I get upset actually because I'm in touch with a lot of these beginner programmers, and they don't have a reference of how much something could cost. So they might be spending $300, $400, $500. I've even seen $800 and $1,000 per month just to have the AI tools. Wow. Okay. Not good. I'm sure they're having a good time. But what I'm going to show you today, I made for free. I mean, I could say I made it for free, but I do have a $20 a month account with ChatGPT, which is what I'm going to show you. So I'm thinking, okay, $20 is reasonable in a month to create what's here. And I'm going to get into this now and show you how this simple app in front of us could be a big money maker. First, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel because I love bringing these things to you to watch more and more. Here we go. So in front of us is the PDF generator. Duh, easy name, but I could always change it. The point is, it makes all kinds of PDFs. So I've got all these options here. Isometric grids, dots, weekly planners, fitness trackers, habit tracker, lined paper. Well, of course, we need some lined paper, right? Graph paper, music staffs, comic storyboards, Cornell notes. Chat threw that in, by the way. I don't even know what a Cornell note is, but what the heck? I like when the AI decides things. Well, why don't we put this in also? And that's what I'm going to show you. The conversation, or rather the chat, that ChatGPT and I had back and forth. Let me show you how this works. So if I pick out something like the music staff paper, I've got all of these options already. Paper size, which way it should go, portrait or landscape, what units the paper is measured in, colors, line thickness, a whole bunch of stuff. And you see something here, like I hope you can see in the video. This says staves per page. Now, a stave is, if I'm saying it right, a stave is part of music paper. And what I'm pointing at is this particular row right here is for music paper output only. You're going to see as I change these, the selections you have there will change based on the type of paper. But let's get going, right? Okay, so watch this. It's all set for music staff. I'm just going to click this and show you instantly. Here it is. Now, it may not look like much to you, but you know what? I'm a musician. I'm excited to print some of these out and get going with some more music. But let's stay focused, all right? So that's just the preview, all right? And then let's say I want, I don't know, 30 of these. Do you see I'm putting in 30 over there in the box? And say generate the PDF, and then I'm going to save it off to my computer right here, and then I'll show it to you, all right? Here we go. Music, staff, letter size, paper. Make it a little smaller so we can see it. Moving myself out of the way a little bit there. All right, and no, thank you. So there it is, 30 pages. I think you can see down here, 1 of 30. So if I scroll down, 2 of 30, 3 of 30, numbers, numbers, okay. Anyway, if you're not used to printables and PDFs and stuff, this might have seemed like, what's the big deal? But I got to tell you, you can then make money off this. And I'm going to get to the money part. Of course, we got to have the money part. But let's just try a little more so I can really give you the flavor of how this thing works. If I can find it. Let me see, where did I put it? Here it is. So if I get another type, like, I want a fitness tracker, then these things changed in the middle. This is now how many glasses of water did you drink? Do you want the water tracker even in them? Do you want to include a column to put your weight down, your calories? Guess what? Let's preview it. Clicking there, and you can see how this worked out. A workout log, the type of exercise, how many sets you did, reps, your weight, time it took, some notes. And you know what else? If I don't like the layout here, if I want an extra column or take something out, I can just go back to chat and say, do that, just in English. Hey, chat, take out this column. No programming. No programming. Okay. So if I want to get, I don't know, maybe I want 100 of these ones because I'm really into exercising, generate that PDF and save it. And let's get it going there. And where is it? Where did it go? Here it is, fitness tracker. And boom, let me make it a little smaller so we could see it, right? There it is. All 100 pages. Can you see down here in the corner where my mouse is? 100 pages. Now, let's stop for a second and think. Oh, and by the way, here's where you put in the number of glasses of water you had during the day and your weight. All right. Let's take a breather and think about this, okay? For those who are not familiar with this kind of PDF generation, there are entire businesses out there that have grown based on this very thing we are seeing, all right? Just generate PDFs of various types, right? And there's businesses that have been built out there that make 6 figures a year. For all I know, maybe they're up to 7, I don't know, but definitely 6. I'm one of those people, okay? I have PDF generators in a lot of my products. I make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, depending if it's a good year. And it's just mind-blowing, all right, that what I programmed by hand years ago, I didn't have chat to do all this for me. I actually programmed all this stuff, and so did these other companies, and they did a lot of work back and forth. I am in touch with them a little bit. And all of us who were making these PDFs like this, we just worked through the programming and the brain thinking about things and all of the ups and downs of having to code something. If you're not a coder, trust me, you've got the world at your feet, or is that the expression? The door is open. If you're not a coder, you can start making these things. So I'm going to go to chat and show you this in a moment. But my point is what you see here, what I did in just minutes while you were watching, you can build an entire business around. And this is such a big point. It's really cool, right? Click a button, pick out a kind of paper, out comes a PDF. Wow, it's not rocket science. But if you market this the right way, all right, if you go out there and put something like this available out on the internet, people will come and want to use it. And then you got a choice there. You can charge money for people to use it, or you can just have it out there for free, get traffic, and then you start selling other stuff on the website that you put this on. There's a number of ways to monetize this kind of thing. Okay, I want to show you what Chat and I did, all right, because I think this is fascinating. I'm cutting off a little bit of the conversation because we were working on some other stuff. But anyway, so this right here is an HTML page, and you don't have to know what it is. If you don't know code, you don't have to learn this. That's the beauty of this. But we started with this, and I'm not going to, let me just point out again. You're looking at all of this. I didn't program this. I know what it is because I'm a programmer, but I didn't do any of this work. If I did this by myself, I would have been spending a few hours putting this together. Instead, Chat did it in, like 10 seconds, whatever. Maybe it went a little slow that day and it took 30 seconds. I don't know. But then I simply copy the code here, put it into a text file, save it with an HTML extension, very simple to do, and I've got my PDF generator. But check this out. I need to scroll down a little bit. I'm not sure where. I'll try to find the spot. Never mind all this code. Chat and I are like coding buddies. We talk to each other a little bit. Sounds crazy. I need a life. Anyway, I want to show you over, down, getting there. Bear with me. I think you're going to be surprised at this. All right. At the point that we got it working, which literally took less than an hour, Chat, being very ambitious, I don't know, but it's a very ambitious thing, came up with all these ideas, all these things like, notebook paper, isometrics, I'm not sure what that is, engineering paper, the music paper I showed you, comic pages in there, all this stuff. I didn't ask for it at all. Chat came up with it. Chat said, here's some more ideas. Okay. And one by one, one by one, I let it just give me the code back. It kept saying, I'm finding it. This is so funny. I'm asking questions. A fitness tracker and a habit tracker, the same thing, and whatever it said. And I said, okay, let's get that one. Let's get the habit tracker. Let's add in the fitness tracker. Let's add in a weekly planner. See, every time Chat came up and implemented one of his ideas, I would copy the code back out, just put it in my text file, and I have the new PDF generator with the extra feature. But every time it kept asking me, like, what's next? What should we do next? You want me to follow this with the weekly planner next? And then I'd copy all this code. I don't care what it looks like, honestly. And you shouldn't either. And then it would ask me some more. Want me to follow with cursive handwriting? And this just went on and on. Okay. This is very cool, right? And I am so excited about these apps in general because I see this whole world is open for you. I've lived in the developer world, the ups and downs, the frustration, the headaches, the wins, the loses. Crazy, right? It may be hard for a number of people to gauge what this means, but you, if you're not a programmer, you have just been handed an enormous opportunity. I don't mean like, oh, here's an opportunity. I mean like enormous opportunity to monetize and make so much money off stuff like this. All that's missing in the picture is the business side. So what we got here is the coding, the technical part is done. All right. And we do have to spend time on marketing, getting customers, all that, but that's another discussion. For today, I just wanted to show you this PDF generator. And in the link, I'm going to put this under the video so you can go play with it. I would like you to go play with this PDF generator, and I'll put the link to it under the video. I'm really happy to share this. It's just so cool. And look under there. Also, I've got some other stuff that may be of interest to you. And yeah, so that's it. So thank you for watching. Hope you got a lot of value out of this, or just get those ideas going. Okay, see you in the next video.